Michael, are you ready?
Race fans and hot rodders. Welcome to the
Coming up on this episode of Real Estate Ramblings.
Number 25.
Episode 25.
Woo-hoo.
You've done your research.
We're
going to cover all things spring market. We are going to cover listing agents and listing properties and how to help your buyer win properties. Right, Michael?
Indubitably.
Stay tuned.
Okay. Civil Group, Real Estate and Ramblings, podcast episode 25, I think. I don't know why we number these anymore, Melissa, because I really have no idea what episode it is. It's somewhere in the mid to high 20s. Anyway.
It's 25. I checked Spotify.
Oh, is that how you got the number?
Yeah. I think you've been 420 for like the past 5
I
episodes.
have not been 420.
So it's 25.
Clearly.
At least in podcast land, I believe.
Clearly, if you guys have all been listening, Michael has done the outline since he knows what episode it is. So we're in for another Michael Civil podcast, which is always fun and entertaining. If you guys have been watching all things real estate these days, you've seen us running around and a lot of agents running around like crazy people because we are in the heart of the spring market and it's been pretty nutty. With the winter that we had, our spring market's not only supercharged, but it's also going into May and June more than we've seen in quite a while. It started later with the amount of snow we had, and it's kind of continuing on, which has us all running around through May and June and past Memorial Day.
So you're going to start with your spring market update?
No,
Thought
that
we were
wasn't
going to do
it.
that like later
No.
down in the thing here, but you just want to jump right
No, I
into the spring
wasn't.
market update?
No, I wasn't. I was just talking about the delay in the spring market. Okay, go ahead.
Are you sure?
You know what? You know what? Go ahead.
You want to...
If you guys have seen Michael Civil in the past month, you know that he's got this huge chip on his shoulder and he's cranky as you know what, and we're just gonna let him go ahead.
What do
You
you
just
mean,
go ahead. No,
What do you
it's
go ahead?
your-
Go ahead.
it's
Where?
your
Where am I?
outline.
Where am I going?
You're doing
Where-
the welcome. Go
where
ahead.
am I going?
I'm not speaking.
Okay, good. For like 30 seconds.
You just not doing music either.
I had music on,
Okay, go ahead.
but we're past the music point.
Can you do?
Are you so out of
do your
practice you don't
fucking
remember
welcome.
how we do these?
Do your welcome. Do your
Oh,
welcome.
Jesus, dude. Well, I mean, it's not really a welcome. I mean, I kind of wanted to start off by expressing, our sincere condolences to who used to be our man behind the laptop and his family, our buddy Justin, Mr. El Toro, who passed away unexpectedly. It was like probably a week or so right after our last podcast. And, Justin came into our mix towards the end of 2024. We were looking to do something different with like the end of year reels that everyone does, like, hey, flashback to like my 5 houses I sold and boop, 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 boo. And 2024 was a big year. We had at some point early in 2024 cracked into $1 billion in sales since 2016, which I thought was a big accomplishment for our team, and wanted to do something a little bit different. Had an idea, didn't really know how to execute it. Went down and saw our friend at No Name Gallery and kind of talked through what I was thinking. And she was like, oh, I have just the guy for you. And so El Toro came in, told him what we wanted to do. I think it was in 24 hours. We had a proposal and we were on our way.
And like a lot of other people in our orbit ended up doing a lot of other things too, which was pretty cool.
So Justin quickly became not just, special little art animator project guy, but he was integral in the podcast, and he put the clips together, and he did a lot of different things to kind of get us rolling on the podcast. And so I think Jason Williams started out, and then Justin came in helped us. Now Melissa's sitting over there. Poor Melissa. But, you know, we miss Justin. We miss his amazing personality. I'm really thankful that he was able to come to the team dinner at Fiorella.
Our holiday dinner he was at, which was really neat. Yeah.
And the photos, it's funny because the photos scroll through the big screen in the bullpen, and every so often I'll walk through the door and Justin's like front and center on the big screen. But, you know, we miss him. We feel for his family. And, you know, it's definitely got to get the mural stretched and on the wall. Mm-hmm. And I'll definitely have to get, and should get it in the podcast room, the Eagles game day print that he did. I forget what game. Detroit Lions game. Yeah.
His first Eagles print was Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I was down there. So I got to get that framed and in here. So, you know, that's kind of peace out, bro.
Well, and then losing Justin, it kind of put a sour note on getting in here and doing podcasts because of that. Like, getting started back up without him in the room has been a little bit tough.
Yeah, and then spring market hit, and it was just like, okay, kick the can down the lane. And now here we are. We were supposed to have a guest today, but he got tied up. But it's probably better that we don't have a guest today because we could talk about our friend Justin. We can then, you know, talk about the spring market, which you have already done.
No, I didn't.
You sure?
I just started out with the length of the spring market. Okay. I think you're going to be okay. Why don't you just continue through?
So it's been a minute. Okay. So it's been a minute since we've been in the podcast room. Actually sounds good, Melissa. Like I can actually like hear. There's no like, yeah.
Matt helped me out.
Hopefully the video's not gonna like shut off midstream.
No, it's all hooked up.
Like where?
Don't be too long.
I never am.
It's Michael.
I never am.
We beg to differ. Depending on the soliloquy that happens, we all start nodding off.
So Jen,
sorry. Yes, I'm in the room.
It's been a minute since we've been in the podcast room. We're in the middle of the spring market. Mm-hmm. As you mentioned, we feel like it started late. We had snow on the. It was Arctic tundra all of February, part of March. Things are rocking and rolling. And we're still in the midst of really tight inventory across the board. Mm-hmm. So why don't you chime in on what that's meant for both our sellers, our buyers, and how you see things kind of continuing?
Well, we've had a lot of pent-up demand, right? More so, I think, than we even imagined. I think the pent-up demand has been a year, 2 years in the making, and everybody has just gotten to a place where, hey, we need a house. Housing is in low supply, and inventory is very low. So we came into this spring having a little bit of a busy February, which was interesting because we listed some things with snow on the ground that we wouldn't normally have. But the actual spring push, there was a lull in March, which is normally where we get a higher blip. And now it's like full bore. We have sellers getting multiple offers. We have listing agents handling listings two different ways, I would say. And as a buyer's agent, it's very difficult. So we like to, as listing agents, allow a property to go through the weekend and get everybody through, give everybody a fair shot. And I think it's also because we're also buyer's agents, and we like to really represent our buyers and try and get them houses. So I think we come at it with a buyer's agent's mind of let's give everybody a fair shot to get into the house before we start looking at offers. But then there's the other side of the coin where some agents will just take offers as they come, hope somebody blows their doors off, and then they just take that offer, but they don't know what they don't know. So from a listing standpoint, that's been very interesting because we've seen both. So then as buyer's agents, the poor buyer's agents are like freaking out to get in the house in the first 3 hours. and worrying that their client's not going to get a shot at it. And that's been very difficult, and I think feels a little bit unfair to buyers agents. Like, at least give these guys a day or two to get their buyers through. And we've experienced that a little bit on the buy side. And then on the list side, you try and give everybody a fair shot, get them in. And we have seen some very crafty offers, right? Because you're trying to differentiate yourself. And we've seen 6, 7, 8 offers again, and we're seeing these numbers go into the stratosphere. Sometimes a little uncomfortably into the stratosphere, in our opinion.
I mean, it was so uncomfortable a week ago when we were relaying what the winning bid was going to be on a seller's house. And he's an older gentleman, and definitely some pause, glitching going on the other end of the phone. And I was like a little panicked, like, oh shit, like he's not happy. But he was over the moon. Yeah. And he couldn't believe what his home was selling for. But
that seller also allowed us, really relied on us and our strategy to get him to that number. And we did let everybody in that house for 4 days straight. There was no we're going to take an offer that came in the door the first hour.
I think the other thing that, and I don't want to give too much away because I'm kind of surprised, actually, who listens to our podcast.
Yeah, that does surprise me. I thought it was I literally thought it was Pat Civil and Lorraine Ranella, and that was about it. I really did. Maybe Melissa's mom occasionally, but that was about it.
It's like, I'm literally shocked at times.
The people that stop us. Hey, I heard your podcast.
Yeah. But don't want to give too much away. But when we know something's going to be super busy and it's going to have 50 showings, we haven't been overlapping. It's not a free-for-all. You need to control the flow. And there's multiple reasons why, but I think the biggest one is you don't need Debbie Downer standing in the kitchen and shooting off the 50 reasons why she would never buy this house or they would never buy this house, right?
Yeah.
And your one buyer who's totally in love with the house is in the other room listening to all of it.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
So and now maybe they've taken a little bit of the air out of the balloon.
Yep.
And we've seen people kind of do that through the years of being that person on purpose because they don't want anybody interested in the house.
Well, that's what used to happen. Well, that's what used to happen at open houses. You'd have somebody being very negative because they were going to buy it. You remember that all the time.
Look at these windows.
Yeah,
my God.
Out loud making a scene because they were the ones that wanted to buy it.
It's
all the time.
It's on oil and those prices are out through the roof. And
yeah, all the time.
So we've gone to, if it's going to be crazy, we don't overlap. We don't make it a free-for-all.
It's also about allowing buyers to be comfortable in the space, though, too. I mean, you don't want to be rushed, and you don't want to have 10 people in a room.
I mean,
how do you feel
we've shown up to showings, and there's nowhere to park.
Yeah.
There's 50 cars. It's like there's a graduation party going on. And then you walk through the house, and you really think to yourself, well, one, there's someone in every room. The house may feel small. You may have to listen to someone else's nonsense.
It gives a perception of 15 offers when really maybe there's 6 or 7 or whatever it might be. And you might turn some people off that way big time. Yeah. This is going to be nutty. I mean, how many times did we hear from agents?
Of Aretha, you better think.
Yeah,
think
well,
about
how many
what you're
times
trying
did we
to
hear
do.
from buyer's agents on our listings who said their buyer thought they were going to be priced out of it, so they chose not to make an offer? How many times did we hear that?
And that offer could be the one that kicks someone's escalation in.
Or they don't realize how much they are in it. They just assume.
Anyway, think.
Are we really going to sing?
And she just kind of crept in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can you go wrong with a little Aretha during this?
I was going to say, do you know who it was?
I mean, who wouldn't know that?
Okay.
I think
Jason
Olivia,
wouldn't have known that.
He probably wouldn't have. But I think Olivia
Anyway,
and Scarlett would know that.
So anyway, supercharged market, supercharged prices. Positioning the house as strategically as possible is key. We're seeing a few things sitting. Interestingly enough, a couple listings that we actually did not get because we were lower than other agents are still
Let's
sitting.
not talk about that.
No, but I'm just saying
We don't need to talk about that stuff.
there are some things still sitting.
It could be a multitude of reasons.
Pricing is important.
Always.
And pricing to where it's not exact science, but where we think the value is not where we think it could get pushed is very important. It's difficult and it's hard to get sellers to buy into it, but 9 times out of 10, those sellers reap the benefits when they're really smart about pricing, right?
I mean, I think I got an email from Sarah the other day just talking about her house sale and how she misses us and that she still can't believe.
To go back, Sarah Stamen, one of our sellers.
I wasn't going to totally expose her like that, but good
that's
job.
Okay. Well, one of our sellers.
Yeah, she trusted us. It was a process, multiple meetings, sharp, and she wanted to accomplish something, and we said we think this is the best way, and she bought in, and she was all for it, and she gave us.
And she had a couple off-market offers before that,
Yeah,
which is interesting.
Wouldn't have even been in.
Not even close.
Yeah. But anyway, it's
So-
nice when you get those emails. It's really nice when the client puts their full faith and trust in our expertise and the process, and we can exceed their expectations.
But to go back to the spring
I
market.
think that was a good end there.
That is a good end.
Okay.
But to go back to the spring market, to bring it back to where you wanted to focus,
thank
which
you.
was the spring market.
Just making sure.
And the supercharged
I-
spring market, say that 3 times fast.
What?
The supercharged spring market and the listing agents, listing houses differently, taking offers, first offer in kind of thing. And then the buyers feeling like they're getting a little bit of buyer fatigue. But what we found is very important, and you go back to Real Estate 101, these agents, these listing agents communicating upfront, like what their deal is going to be. How are they going to operate in this market? How are they going to operate with buyers and buyers agents?
Like, I don't understand what's going on in the main line where these agents are being bullied. They're
Yeah.
being bullied into taking this first offer.
they
And
are.
yeah, sure, it might be 300,000 over asking. But, you know, we just didn't get something this weekend that was $750,000 over asking. So you get bullied into taking the 3. How do you know you didn't leave 5 on the table?
Yeah.
Like, let it play
And
out.
that offer is going to be there.
Yeah, totally.
The next day.
Let it play out. Oh, they're going to be so upset that they didn't bully you and that they're going to go
They're
on
going to pull their offer and move
Yeah.
on to what next
To what
house?
next house?
Yeah, there isn't
There-
a next house.
exactly.
They're going to sit and wait.
Jesus,
I mean, how
what
many
are you
times-
doing?
How many times have we gotten that offer where we're like, nope, not going to
They're
respond
not
for
even.
2
They're
days?
not even at the table.
I don't understand why agents are getting
No.
bullied either.
Try to hold a gun to our head. It's like, yeah, okay, thanks. But people are like succumbing to it, and it's mind-boggling.
Well, and it just gives this feeling of talking about letting air out of the balloon, the feeling of losing the chance for the buyers, for all the buyers to get in there and get a chance to evaluate the home, and to your point, get the number who knows to where.
I mean, we've had people now even go as far as reaching out to the neighbor friend to call the seller to like put in a good word for their friend who's interested in the house. But then get this, you know, go
Oh my
through
God,
this.
Michael.
Good. We go through this whole process,
God.
and this happens multiple times, right?
More than once.
Right, multiple times.
than once.
And then you're like, "Where's Betty Sue's offer? She thought she was super interested in the house."
Or Betty Sue's offers the lowest offer.
Or
How about the ones under asking?
dude,
Yeah.
under asking all contingencies. Like it's mind blowing.
Well, that's where the
mind-blowing.
agent really needs to be.
But not only that, the thing that drives me crazy is the agent that's in that pool. That the only thing they're really concerned about is what's the commission the seller's offering. Like, go look at the house. Like, really, you got to call up or send an email to figure out the commission first. Like, you have a buyer agency contract already signed. You're covered. Your buyer agency contract says what it says. So, like, do your job, show the house, call us, we'll talk about commission. Like, it's very simple.
Well, Michael, I think that brings us to your next topic that you wanted to hit in your
Communication.
spring market outline.
Like
Self-serving
communication
listing agents
breakdown.
and communication breakdown. Go
I
ahead.
have so many good songs to like for today.
Nobody wants to hear you sing.
Why? I have a good voice. I was Friedrich von Trapp.
We all know.
Soundtracked in the
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
We know.
Mount St. Joe's,
Melissa and I
1988.
have heard Up, Down, and Sideways. Can we focus?
I was also a Lost Boy in Peter Pan
Did we know
at
that?
the
I
Mount.
don't think we
Yep.
did that.
We didn't.
I don't
that.
know. I don't know.
Wait, we did
Hold on a
not
sec.
know that.
So Peter Pan was first. I think that was 80. I think Peter Pan was first. That might have been 87.
The musical Peter Pan.
Yeah. And I lost out.
87.
I lost out being the little kid in Peter Pan, who's the little brother.
I don't know.
Me too. I forget. But I lost out to that some like actor.
So my
boy.
first play that I saw on Broadway was with my grandmother, and it was Sandy Duncan as Peter Pan on Broadway in New York.
Yep.
Really
So
neat.
I was a lost boy.
Did not know that.
Yep. I was a lost. I still lost people. I was a lost boy, and then I was Friedrich von Trapp in The Sound of Music. So,
Meanwhile, I quote Hook all the time, and I had no idea you were in Peter Pan.
yeah, that
I
was,
do. I quote movie Hook all the time.
that was my first experience with
Peter,
the
it is you.
with the ladies at MSJ.
Oh my goodness! Can you seriously get back on topic? Because you have no idea what we were just talking about, do you? You went right to singing and Von Trapps, which Melissa and I hear all the time. Focus, self-serving, listing agents, communication.
So
You got a whole outline here, kid. Go ahead.
I know, but I don't want it to sound like one of my usual rants
It is.
because I don't think people listen, and then I think they feel as though I'm the nudge.
Well, I think your point, which is a very good point, what we teach our team all the time, is that agent on the other side of these deals, no matter how supercharged they are right now, are your colleague, and you're going to see them again.
So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time regaling everyone with some of the recent unpleasantries that Jennifer and I have had to experience, of which there have been many. But it definitely seems like there is a huge personality shift going on in our industry. And it's really hard to put your thumb on who, what, where, why. But it seems like it's getting supercharged. And there's this like tribalism a little bit, I guess you can put it in, that's taking place. I'm not going to go down this private exclusive rant because it's not about that.
And we've been there.
It's bigger. It's bigger than that. But I think it's short-sighted. I think it's self-serving, and I think it's only working right now because of the tight market that we're in.
That's what I was
So
gonna say.
these agents feel empowered
Correct. By
to-
having a listing.
to do whatever the hell they want
Yep.
and treat people however the hell they want. And the communication is terrible, and they're not clear in their process.
Yep.
Like, be clear in your process. Like, when are you going to review offers? Like, well, we're going to get through the weekend. That's great. If you're going to get through the weekend, then get through the weekend. Then don't tell us like Friday night I'm getting through the weekend and
somebody just wrote,
I got
Seller wanted to take it. Nothing I could do about
nothing I
it.
could do about it. Right, but it was their own offer. Sometimes, not all the time, but it just seems like and I don't want to sound like this old curmudgeon.
I was about to say this makes us sound old because we've been in the business so long.
And I don't
We've
want to talk
seen-
about that. It's not about that.
But what's interesting though is we've seen each type of market, and some of these agents that have only been in this seller market and then are doing this. What happens is you don't realize that this comes around, and you're going to see these who should be colleagues again.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Correct.
And without fail, it's like without fail. This is the best thing about real estate. Without fail, those that have done us wrong within the past 3 months will have an offer in front of us
Without fail.
within the next year. It
Again,
is
we've been
like
doing this too
how
long.
the real estate gods
Totally.
work,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And it could be a close race. It could be a close race. And the seller may be like, what do you think about the agents? And I will pause because code of ethics, we are not allowed to speak poorly or disparage our peers, right? But if there's one that is a total pro and communicative and a pleasure to work with, that will be expressed to the seller. Well, just did a deal with Betty Sue and she's a rock star. I hate using that term in real estate, but she's a rock star.
Well, it's also
She gets it
important
done.
to get who gets it done, who's going to get it over the finish line. Because right now, with where the prices are going, the agent that can get you to closing and has control of their buyer or their seller, that's super important to get to the end zone. Really.
I just look at it this way. Like, it's not always going to be like this.
Yep.
And how you
Conduct yourself.
and treat other people
Yep.
is how it's going to play out down the road.
Well, it sounds so cliche, but it's that old adage, do unto others.
Well, let's not get religious right now. Come on.
But is that religious? Do unto others is religious? Because it's just kind of... No, it's not
I was kidding.
religious.
Kidding.
Not religious.
Bad joke.
But anyway, like how you treat others is important. And we talk to our young agents about that all the time. All the time.
You can't unring the bell.
Nope. And you will need that person on the other side at some point. You will meet up with them. You will need something from them. You will absolutely see them again in this business.
But it's very interesting how tribal
Yeah.
and
Tribal's a good
how
word.
uncooperative a group of our peers are becoming.
Yep.
And then, then they want favors. Then they want favors.
Always.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, you want to get in the rental? Sorry.
Also, it's, hey, you had a listing next door to where I'm getting a listing. Can you tell me a little bit? Oh, no, I can't. Can you help me with how that went? No, I can't. And we hate being like that, but it's tough.
I wonder, do they do that with appraisers? Because when an appraiser calls me and they want to know something, I'm
talk to
like,
'em.
hey, whatever you need.
All the time.
Is that too much? You want more?
It also helps that you were an appraiser.
Yeah, but
Way
who
back,
knows? That
way
appraiser
back,
might
way
have to
back.
appraise if we ever
Right,
get
you're going to
back
see the appraiser again. That's a really good analogy because we do, and we have.
So anywho,
Anywho,
I think that was my rant. Of
that
the
was
day.
your rant. You were very PC about your rant.
Do unto others
No, I said that. I was the one that made it a little more.
as they do to you.
It's
Is
very
it?
important,
Yeah.
especially in this business. When you see the different types of markets, we will be in a buyer's market again. We will have to try and sell a listing again when it's not 15 choices as for offers, and you will need something from each other.
I mean,
Your colleagues, you are not adversaries, and I think that that's what's really important.
that market was longer.
Which,
That 2000 end of 2009,
I was gonna say 10, but yeah,
right?
yeah.
We kind of got a little bit of normalcy 2015, 2016, 17, but
COVID,
that market was longer than this current trend.
correct.
And then, go back to 2001 and the internet bubble bursting, and that changed. Like, there's been, this isn't always going to be this way.
I also think, though,
But your reputation will precede you.
yes, and that's important. But I also think, too, from a buyer agent side, buyers need to trust their buyer's agents and ultra communicate with them what your goal is, because these buyer's agents have been in this market and have been beaten up in this market and know how to, quote unquote, win a property. And you got to rely on them for their advice, and you got to rely on them for giving them, what your goals are so they can try and help you attain your goals. And that's important. Your buyer's agent works for you.
Yeah. Indubitably.
So, Michael,
What's
we
up?
have spent, what, Melissa, 25 minutes exhausting.
You're at 30.
Oh, we're at 30. Look at us. And we haven't been doing this that much recently. But anyway, everybody out there, you have now we've taken up 30 minutes of your time. Hopefully you're a little bit wiser as to this spring market, a little bit wiser as to being a buyer. And as always, if you have any topics you want us to cover, we are at the Civil Group on Instagram. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more ramblings from the Civil Group, and especially Michael Civil, who can't help himself.
Peace out.
And we now know was a lost boy on Peter Pan.
I was
the
the best.
knowledge the things we could do with that one, Melissa. The things we could do
I
with that
was
one.
the best Lost Boy.
Oh, the best Lost Boy.
Yes.
Lost Boy number 2.
I was like 15 or something. I just remember Tiger Lily was hot.
The girl that played Tiger Lily
Yeah.
in what, 6th grade?
No, I was in 7th.
Oh my goodness.
Peter Pan was 8.
Well, anyway,
I don't know.
everybody, thanks for listening, and stay tuned. The next episode of the Civil Group Real Estate and Ramblings will be covering new construction in this
And
market.
It'll be what number?
26.
26. Ding, ding, ding.
Thank
Winner,
you.
winner, chicken dinner.